don't know if it's legal, like freedom of speech or not, but there's a lady standing out front of the water company holding a sign. All I seen was something like F something. I just didn't know that'd be appropriate for kids to see.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a quick one. We're going to look at J-Town Press and see what she's crying about now. So let's get into the video.
Welcome back everybody, J-Town Press here. Today we're in front of the Clay County Utility Authority here in Middleburg, Florida. I was there that day to protest Clay County's hatred of the First Amendment because they kept putting in privacy complaints on a video I posted back in September, trying to silence my freedom of press. And I want to make sure the residents of Clay County knew what they were up to. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go over there to jtownpress.com and get your J-Town merch. Help me keep fighting for freedom. And here we go. I stood out there on the sidewalk with my protest for probably a good hour or so. I got a lot of support. I got a lot of honks from truckers and cars and even people coming down the sidewalk in support of my protest. After almost an hour, I started seeing the sheriff's department go by, so I knew people were calling the sheriff's department and complaining about what I had on my sign. Oh, there's the third one right there.
Okay, just to give you guys a little bit of context here. Previously, J-Town Press has gone to this public water utility and kind of made an ass of herself. Now, what J-Town Press does that I dislike particularly about her is she will walk around the entire perimeter of the building and stick her camera up to the windows of the office spaces. Now, that is way beyond just going into the public lobby, in my opinion. Now, this is YouTube. This is a private company. This is not your personal blog or newspaper that you publish yourself. You are posting your videos to a private entity. Everybody has a right to put in a privacy complaint to YouTube. And if YouTube takes down your video, then it's YouTube's decision, not yours. It's not your right to tell YouTube what you can and cannot post. You use their service. You have to abide by their terms and conditions. Now, of course, she doesn't care. She's going to go and throw it all against the wall, see what sticks, and see how many clicks and views she can get.
Clay County Sheriff's Office, Doyle on a recorded line. How can I help you?
I was just driving by the Clay County Utility Authority on Old Jennings Road. There's a woman standing out there with the F word scrawled out on a big old sign. I don't know if that's against the law, but it seems kind of obscene.
Okay, let me just see if we have any calls. Nope. And this is the Clay County Utility over there by Old Jennings and Blanding?
That's correct.
Okay. Is she a white female, black female?
She's a white female.
And you said she's holding some kind of sign?
Yeah, showing it to traffic.
And it's got the F word on it?
Yep, in big letters.
And what is she wearing, this female subject?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not there anymore. I just was driving by.
Okay. But you know she was
on the sidewalk.
Okay. Is she actually standing on Blanding?
No, Old Jennings Road.
Okay.
Right in front of the offices.
Okay. Okay. And what's your name, please, sir? And a good telephone number, please. All right, then I have a call bill for service, and we'll get someone out there, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Clay County Sheriff's Office, Shaden on our record line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's legal, like freedom of speech or not, but there's a lady standing out front of the water company holding a sign. All I seen was something like F something. I just didn't know that'd be appropriate for kids to see. School bus was right by me, and she was like flipping the sign, and one side said F Clay Hill or something. I don't know. I couldn't see it.
All right. Do you know what business she was in front of? I'm sorry.
She's in front of the water authorities.
Like,
I mean, maybe freedom of speech. I don't know. Yeah, Maybe that's what it's called. Yeah, 'cause she was saying F play something and it said something else on the other side, but I was trying to focus on the road.
Was it on
But
Old
that's what-
Jennings?
Yeah, right in front of them. And then there's a guy down the road that has a sign always hanging on his fence that says F this particular president and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't believe the kids. I mean, I believe in freedom of speech, but dang, you shouldn't be having it writing where these people keep saying this crap, in front of kids. They see it and think it's just normal.
All right. So we did have another call on it. May I just have your name so that I can document that you called? All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
So obviously it's pretty evident that the citizens don't want this person around doing this kind of activity. Obviously she's not fighting for the rights of any of the citizens there. She cares about her own and her own clicks and views. And as we all know, that's all these frauditors actually care about, is that monetization from YouTube. Again, if YouTube is taking down your video, you need to be going against YouTube. These people are just trying to abide by their own convictions and going to YouTube and says, hey, I don't want my likeness used for monetary gain. Please take down that video. And of course, YouTube goes, yeah, that violates our community guidelines. We'll take down the video. J-Town Press doesn't care. She just keeps re-uploading these things.
I can't hear. Good, you?
Good. I see you got your whole setup here.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing my protest. What's your name, sir?
I'm Deputy Cruspinium.
So, you have an ID number or?
8372.
All right, thank you.
I'm not telling you to leave.
Did they call me? Did they call the utility or was it somebody here?
Someone here.
Oh, on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pull the tapes.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
They just come out here just checking on you. You're
Yeah.
fine. Obviously, you're not trespassing. You've got your First Amendment
I'm on
right
the
to do
sidewalk.
So it seems a little hypocritical to me. That black floating box seems to be redacting her personal lime green vehicle out of her YouTube video. Maybe because she doesn't want her personal image or any of her personal belongings leaked out there on a public forum like YouTube. But yet she's protesting that people are complaining to YouTube about her using their likeness. Just something to think about.
I'm at the most basic public forum.
So really no laws have been broken.
Yep.
So just come out here checking on you and make sure you're okay.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
what do you have here? So I guess they wronged you in some way?
Yeah, I actually did a story on Clay County, on the utility company, and now they're trying to block me on YouTube. So.
What was the story about, if you don't let me ask you?
Well, so basically a story on the utility company. So, I was basically reporting on them. I'm sure you probably heard about me. Lieutenant Mertz, I think is her name. I forget how to say it. I'm sure you've heard of her.
Lieutenant Mertz, yeah, I know. I'm familiar with her.
So you're familiar with what happened?
I'm not familiar with what happened. I just know her.
Right. Okay. Well, she ended up wrongfully removing me. This is a public utility company.
All right.
So this is owned by the public. It's public property.
Yep.
If I don't break a law, there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not breaking a law, that's the key word. You're in law enforcement. Lieutenant Mertz came in here, which blew my mind. I'm assuming you're not a sergeant or a lieutenant. You're just a deputy,
just
right?
Regular deputy.
Right. And hats off to you. I was just pointing that because she actually showed up when they called because I hurt their feelings. I was reporting around the back. They have signs up now, restricted area, but they didn't beforehand. So
Makes sense,
it's
yeah.
public property. I went back there to film. I hurt some, I was filming employees. I hurt their feelings.
Make sure you don't disclose your true actions here. You were walking right up to the windows, putting your phone up against the windows. Like, come on, you gloss over some of the facts. You're playing a hypocrite. You're redacting your own stuff out of the YouTube video. So, you protect your own personal information while you're plastering everybody else's.
Her words, not mine. You can actually go to my YouTube channel, thejtownpress.com,
Okay.
and you can actually hear her say, "I'm making the employees feel uncomfortable." I was quietly recording. That's all I had. My GoPro and my setup.
Which you're allowed to do by law.
So again, if you're disrupting the flow of business or you're causing a disturbance, you can't do that. If you're peaceably recording in the public lobby is completely different than walking around the perimeter of a building, casing the joint, and shoving your camera or your phone right up to the glass. That's totally different.
My government, you know what I mean? Peacefully, that's the key word, peacefully redressed my government, and Lieutenant Mertz really screwed up. So she ended up having me leave under threat of arrest. She told me I had to leave a public company because public utility company, because I was making them feel uncomfortable. So I know you can't respond to it because you're in uniform, but my point is, I came back in here because there was one, I actually got them to admit it on camera that they're putting privacy complaints against me. So
Gotcha, okay.
so this is what it's for. So
Can I ask you to do me a favor?
sure.
Try and keep this part of the sign. That's where the issue is. You got
Yeah, but
parents
you,
and school
yeah.
kids.
Oh.
I'm just gonna ask you as a parent.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I appreciate your concern.
Just try not to show
But
that.
but the whole point is, if you read the sign, it's my First Amendment. So if I did that, I would be stifling my own rights.
All I'm saying is just think about as a parent.
It doesn't. So you're telling me that they don't see it on YouTube or TV? I mean, come on.
I'm not saying that you can't do it.
Right, I got
I'm
you.
asking you as a parent to really think about it. That's all I'm asking.
The problem is these frauditors don't think. They only do what they want to do. They only care about themselves. They are completely single-minded. There is no two-way street. Normal people don't do this. Again, she only cares about herself. Normal people won't stand up there and put anything out there for everybody to see.
What's your name, sir? How do you pronounce it?
Sergeant Ehrenfeld.
Sergeant Arrington?
Ehrenfeld.
Ehrenfeld, okay.
That's all I'm asking.
No, I'm going to be out here for a little bit longer. And
You can do that.
right.
It's your right. Look, I spent
Right.
22 years in the Navy to
Thank you
defend
for
the
your service.
constitutional
Oh, yeah.
right to do that. So I don't have an issue with it.
Right.
I'm just asking you to be respectful for kids. That's all. You don't have to.
Right.
But
I
can
know.
at least
I guess my thing is, I doubt that the little heads are peeking up over the thing. and my message is actually, if you read it, it kind of goes along. You know what I mean? It's my First Amendment, so obviously
Absolutely.
I can. Right. And this right here is obviously extreme, and it's actually part of the message. It's
right.
kind of the point.
All right.
You know what
You
I
have
mean?
a good day, okay?
You
Just make
too.
sure you stay on the sidewalk and not on the property.
Well, this is a public property now, and as soon as I put my sign up, I can go on the property. So it's.
Right, I understand.
I understand. I understand that I can't protest on their property. I get that.
All you want. When you got to conduct business, go ahead.
Right. I understand I can't protest. Yeah, I appreciate it. I know I can't protest on their property. That's why I'm here and not in front of their front door. I have you too.
So there you go. She clearly got the rise she was looking for. The private citizens don't want her there, obviously. They've called in a few complaints about her. Obviously, the workers at this utility company don't want their image plastered all over YouTube for monetary gain for somebody else. But that's all we have for this one. Let me know what you think down below. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, peace.